Hi, my name is Mauricio Ramirez, and I am a painter from Lacuna Artist Lofts. I'm originally from Chicago, Berwyn to be exact. Kind of made the move here to Pilsen just recently, ever since I linked up with the artists here at Lacuna, and this is my studio. I began painting graffiti, at the early ages of 11, 12. Even earlier than that, I can remember as a child, kind of just hanging out at family events and just kind of seeing my older cousins just kind of, do all the graphic. There was such a big gap in age difference that, they, were lucky enough to participate in the whole golden era of hip hop, the late 80s, early 90s. And as a little kid, I kind of just soaked it up, whatever they did. They were always the older, cooler cousins. And I just, to me, they were gods, growing up. I always wanted to be like them, and ever since I was a kid, I just replicated a lot of stuff that they did, whether if they were doodles and homework. I can remember being, 6, 7 years old, just kind of awing at just their sketches and just realizing that man, one day I'd love to get to that level, but it was so unrealistic to me as a kid. And all this is just kind of a product of what I really wanted as a kid and what I really wanted to execute and what I really just kind of wanted to create, at that early age. And so it's kind of cool to look at my art today and just kind of see where it came from, how it evolved, and basically how it's gotten me opportunities with with different companies like Red Bull, Sam Adams, Peroni, all those companies, and just kind of seeing how the art progressed from that. Every piece is pretty different from each other. I mean, primarily they have the same content, which is graffiti, typography, icons, a lot of pop culture references, but really I feel like the colors really kind of link them all together, as far as kind of friendly towards each other. But I recently started moving into icons and with layers. And the piece next to me to the right is a piece that I'm currently working on, referencing Boo from Super Mario Brothers. And it's kind of cool. I mean, I really enjoy, using a lot of color, and any way that I can exploit that, any way that I could utilize, using all the different colors in a particular manner, then I'm all for it. And really, this piece first started off as an exercise. I run a lot of exercises with the spray paint, and usually stuff kind of births from kind of just doodling, and then next thing you know, stuff starts to come together, and then eventually it starts to become a piece. And then after that, we can, there's always time to polish it, refine it, and I feel like that's kind of the charm in my work, is kind of the nitpicking, really detailed stuff that you don't see there, but as you walk up, you realize that there's more than just an orange area. You see little tidbits of really tight knit work. To the left of me is really influenced by Adidas. As you guys can see in the middle, I have an outline of the shell to Adidas, which I haven't completed yet. But there's a lot to say about this painting. It was my first painting here at Lacuna, which has some sentimental value to that, as well as I had a lot of friends help me work with this painting. There was a lot of times where I needed help as far as filling in letters, filling in colors, filling in certain areas, and I was fortunate enough to have a lot of my friends and close friends come out here to the studio and help me out with that. And I feel like that's what I took away from paintings. Paintings, not only is it a product of my creativity, but it's also a way to get everybody together and celebrate art. And I think if art can do that, there's a lot to say about art. Art to me is therapy. It's kind of one of those things where I don't really look at the monetary value of art. I've realized that it's more of life experiences. Certain letters, certain style letters might dictate a certain time in my life. and I think that's what it serves a better purpose for that. But I mean, as far as services, I'm always, you know, interested in doing murals, exterior, interior. Usually, every project's so different from each other, so it's so hard to gauge how much each project would be worth as far as these paintings. You know, eventually, come in April, I'm going to be having a show with Adidas here at Lacuna, and that's pretty much what I'm painting for right now. There's a lot of ways for people to get in contact with me, primarily through email and my website. My website's pretty simple. It's just MauricioRamirezArt.com. Nothing too crazy. The name's a little crazy itself, but as far as you know, address links, it's just MauricioRamirezArt.com. People can reach me through there. People can reach me here at Lacuna. I'm pretty much here all day, every day, working. Whether if it's like building out creative spaces, helping out with the designers of the building, doing murals, or just here in my studio. You know, I'm pretty much here all day, every day. I'm Mauricio Ramirez, and I'm rocking out with Black Monday.